Rocky Mountain National Park at Wind River Bluff on a rainy Friday morning in August. So I'm going to explain a little bit about packing my pack and good packing practices and the distribution of weight for the best sort of ergonomic and best for the way that your body is supporting the weight of your pack. Alright, so here's my Denali Pro, which is something in the range of 6,000 cubic liters, or cubic inches, so lots of space here. But even if you have a smaller pack, that's okay. You can work with what you have and get things real compact. So first of all, I have my sleeping bag in the compression sack and here in the bottom of my bag. So I always put my sleeping bag in there. Next I'm gonna put into my pack. So the key thing about packing your pack is getting the weight close to sort of the lower middle of your back, so that you're supporting. You want the majority of the weight you're going to be supporting with your hips, and it's really important when you're selecting a pack also to really get one that, and take your time at the store to find one that rests well for your body type on your hips, and that they even at stores like REI, they'll put your sandbags in the pack and let you walk around the store in it, and make sure that, because everybody's body's different, so you want to make sure that the pack that you're selecting, that it's a really good fit for your body type, and that you're adjusting the straps right, that you're getting the majority of weight to rest here and never up here. So what I'm going to do is pack my heavier items first in my bag. So I have the tent, and I'm going to get that in. And then I'm also, the next heavier thing is my clothes bag. So I'm going to stuff that in. I'm gonna really work on stuffing it down there, getting that really compacted and good. Something that also never feel attached. I mean, you want to keep your stuff organized, but you can also take components of your tent, like your fly, and then stuff it down around the crevices of the empty spaces. You always want to, instead of having big blocks and chunks of things stacking up, you want to get as much as you can, filling all the empty spaces around the sides, and just fill every space that you can. So it's okay to take like your fly out, stuff it around your clothes sack, whatever works to really get stuff down in there compacted, instead of stacking a bunch of bulky things up and up and up, and then your pack's like this tall. So okay, so I have that. I'm gonna do next is my sleeping pad, because I also sort of work it into the wedges here.
Elisa has backpacked a lot with this backpack, so she kind of knows where everything goes, and it could take like just a couple times to be like, oh, this is a better fit for something here. This should go in the top part so it's easily accessible. So yeah, you'll get a feel for your pack after a few times. So
yeah, it definitely takes practice and experience of doing it many times, and getting a feel too for sort of how to get things down in there. Don't be shy. Next, I'm going to put my Thermarest chair in.
not a lot of people have Thermarest chairs. Just kidding.
And next, I'm going to put my Eno tarp in. Been using this as a tarp for a kitchen area. So it's a little bit, it's like maybe 2 or 3 pounds. I'm going to put that in on top of my clothes bag. So if you want to take a look, it's down in there. Okay, and then I'm going to wedge my Chacos are a little bit heavier too. So I'm going to get them down in there So I sort of really compress it. I'm not carrying food today. Katie and I divvied up group gear and food, so she's got the bear canister and food, and I have the tent and tarp and stuff. So this is what I'm carrying in my pack. I'm gonna do my cameras. Not everybody carries a heavy camera in the wilderness, but my camera's a little bit heavier, so I'm gonna put it down in here. Okay, and then now I'm gonna put some of the lighter weight things on top. I have this bag with my bowl and my eating utensils and stuff like that, and a little bit of camp soap suds. So it's a little bit lighter weight, so it can go more towards the top of my pack. Again, this is so you don't want to have a lot of weight on your shoulders, because that's gonna get really fatiguing really fast and be a big burden on your and make packing very much harder, backpacking harder. So okay, so I have my lighter stuff. I put that pan on top. This is my sort of emergency bag with my headlamp.
Easily accessible.
Easily accessible. My Leatherman. I'm gonna put this in an easily accessible place, so either on the top or in the brain of my backpack.
It's called a brain?
Yeah. And I also have some really lightweight stuff in the brain. I have my sunscreen and my first aid kit, which is pretty lightweight, and my sunglasses. So I'm going to keep that lightweight stuff on top.
If it wasn't raining and we weren't already wearing our rain gear, we'd probably put that in the brain.
Yeah. Rain gear is always, unless you know for sure that it's not going to rain, it's good to have it in a place you can get it out quickly. And then in my front pocket, I have also a few lightweight things. I have my water filter and reservoir, P-cord, extra poncho, and then this, my rain cover for my backpack. So also lightweight there. And this I'll put where I can grab it quickly out of my bag. So, all right, so there we have it. And then I have a water bottle on one side, and also my CamelBak. It's nice when you have a pack that has a spot. My CamelBak's inside, but
it's wise to have your filled CamelBak in your bag and then start stuffing it with things. Otherwise, it can be a little difficult.
Yeah, that's true. And then also Katie is carrying stove and fuel, but if I were, I would always put the fuel outside of my pack, because you never want fuel to spill on your clothes or anything like that. So my fuel bottle, I would put it in this pocket. All right, I'm gonna put my brain also is a detachable for a day pack. So I'm gonna reattach that, and then
we call Elise's pack the Beast. And it's because she could fit inside. And anytime she's walking, people are talking about, talk to her about it.
Haven't quite mastered the art of ultra lightweight yet, but that's next on the list. Next is ultra lightweight, so I'm gonna be working on that in the days and weeks to come. Getting the weight down and the space down. Alright, so just tucking in my straps and stuff. Alright, got all this all tightened and cinched, and again it's much better to get the majority of weight in here and to take up more, to loosen these straps so that more can fit lower than to build it up, like have big big things stacking up, and then the weight being, so you want the weight to be more horizontal and compacted instead of vertically long. So again, that's going to keep your body's going to be able to work more easily, or it's going to be less strain on your body to have the weight supported by here on your lower back and hips instead of up here on your shoulders. All right, and because, last thing is my maps, but I'm gonna put that in an easily accessible spot in my brain. There, that goes. And then because it's a little bit rainy, I'm just gonna put on my little rain cover. Here you go, little pack. Get ready for the being waterproof in the rain.
Some people also line their backpacks with heavy-duty garbage bags,
yeah.
And that
Which works
works
as well.
just fine too.
Yeah, so you don't have to spend, this wasn't actually a lot of money, but if you don't want to spend the money on it, just use a poncho or a trash bag inside your pack to make sure everything stays dry. Okay, I'm ready to go.
She puts it on her knee, she does a quick turn. How's that feel, Lisa?
It feels as good as a pack can on the body.
All right.
Without being ultra lightweight, it feels as good as a pack can feel. Yeah.
Okay.
Next skill is learning that ultra lightweight component. Hey,
And I just wanted to share how I do my pack because I have the food. And so this is a Osprey Ariel 65, I think 65 liters. It's different than the Gregory in that it builds up, but I still try to pack in clothes and different things to keep it rounded. And so for mine, I start out by putting my clothes at the bottom in a sack, and then I did the bear canister because it was my heaviest item after that. So again, that's going to keep the weight right here close to my lower back. And then I put in my sleeping bag around there and my sleeping pad. And then after that, I did like our pots and some cooking utensils and the parts of the stove. And so, as Elisa had said, I'm carrying the fuel, and so I have the fuel on this side. I have another water bottle on this side along with some pea cord, and then my Camelback. And in my brain, I also keep, like easily accessible, my headlamp, maps, our bathroom bag that we have with toilet paper and stuff, toiletries, and then I love bags that have like, you can put, it's like surprise, there's another stack down here, and that's where I put my chacos at the bottom. And so, and there's lots of helpful keeping my phone and my sunglasses, my sunscreen, and my bugs spray. Osprey's good for having like really helpful little pockets and places. So just another way of packing a backpack. Again, it can take a little bit of time, and instead of having everything in compression sack, and it looks all like bulky, trying to stuff things down, and so it has more of a smoother line. Mine is so-so this morning. And also, you can see like we don't have things hanging off of our packs. We try as much as we can to get everything inside. We don't have like water bottles with hanging on with carabiners, or our sandals hanging out. Try to get everything inside, nice and smooth. Things aren't getting caught on branches. They're not swinging around, getting lost. Like, wait, I thought isn't my water bottle here anymore? No, it fell off, and you have to go back on the trail. And so we try to keep as much as we can everything inside, just looking a little sleeker. A little backcountry beautiful sleek for you.